Hello everyone, this is Vishali. I'm making another video for you today, and I will be speaking on the topic of our thoughts and how they determine our reality. So, our beliefs, our thoughts about our life, and how we think and what we think about our life, in my experience, that has shown me that determines what then we create in our lives. So our reality is actually created first in the non physical and then into the physical. So I have many examples that I can share with you, but I'll share one example that initially showed me the beliefs that I carry, how they can influence very directly what I create in my life. So, what happened was one day I used to take the bus, as I mentioned in my previous video, to university, and I used to take public transit, and I had an exam to go to, and it was snowing that day. In fact, there was a lot of snow, a great deal of snow, and I didn't really know if the bus would be on time. It turns out that the bus wasn't on time, didn't actually show up at all. So I was stranded there, standing, waiting for the bus and hoping that a taxi would cross by. And so I'm saying to myself, I wish a taxi would just pass by me. And lo and behold, a taxi does come by. And now there's a lot of snow on the road. There's barely any cars. And for that taxi to pass by at the exact moment, or very shortly after I said that, was very odd. Now it passed by and I rectified what I had said, and I then corrected it and asked my divine self. At the time, I was speaking to God, and and I understood God to always be this universal energy, right? At that time, I was thinking everything is God. I somehow inherently just know that to be the truth. I know that everything in existence, the accumulation of what we see and what we don't see, is God. I don't know how I know that, but I just knew that. I've kind of always known that. And so I said to God, Source, I wish a taxi would come by and, again, and come this way rather than the opposite direction, because it was going the opposite direction. And so, sure enough, a taxi did come by, and it came by in the direction where I would be taking the bus, but it didn't stop. It passed me by again. So I'm standing there thinking, that's two taxis in a very short amount of time that have come by in both directions. And now I don't really know what's going on, but I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to ask very specifically and directly. So I asked, I want a taxi to come by. I need help. I didn't have any money on me at the time. So I was saying I needed to come by in my direction, and I wanted to offer me a ride to the train station where I had to catch a connecting train. And sure enough, a taxi did come by. It was in the opposite direction. It was going in the opposite direction. And it turned around, came right to me, standing at the bus stop. It was a different one. It was a different cab than the other two, because I'd seen the drivers in them. And the driver pulls down the window, I can't remember, opens the door and says, "Do you need a ride? Do you need to go somewhere?" And I said, "Yeah, but how did you know?" And I said, "I have no money. But I need to get to the train station." And immediately he says, "Okay, well, I can drop you off." And I said, "Really? I don't have any money." And he goes, "That's fine." it's snowing quite hard, and it's okay. And I said, okay, thank you. I was very grateful. I was in I felt immense amount of gratitude and just shock and surprise. I've had many experiences, that are kind of like along the lines of manifestation, but this immediate and this direct, probably not. So at the time, I was meditating a lot, and what I realized was that my thoughts determined what I was creating, what I was manifesting. Inherently, I have this one thought that's always been with me since I was a very young child. It was like I was given this thought, or given this in my blueprint, or given this knowledge that no matter what, I would be supported. That no matter what, I would never be without what I needed, and I'd be supported in life in general. If I desperately needed something, that it would be there. And so I carry that belief with me. I carry that thought with me, and it's always just been there. And I realize, looking back at my life, when I reflect on my life, that my experience has been very much of this nature. So I've been in situations in my life where I felt stuck, or I felt lost, or I felt like, I need some direction or guidance, and a video will pop up, or some friend will give me some knowledge, or I'll receive it somehow. A very recent example actually happened. I went somewhere. It was actually just like, in a room with a few other individuals, and a few individuals were talking amongst themselves, and one said to the other, "Oh, you know what? I recently started to take a supplement, and it did this for me." And I said to myself, "My goodness, my symptoms are almost exactly the same. Maybe I'm lacking this thing." And I already had that supplement in my house. I had taken it for a very short duration of time and then stopped trying it. And so this person also said to the other person, "I took it for straight 45 days and I saw great results." And he described what they were. And it was exactly what I was looking for. And it was exactly the thing that I needed, because his symptoms were very similar. So it was just a normal minor supplement to support the body. But just like that, I had the knowledge that I needed. I came home, got the supplement out of the cupboard, and started using it. Now, these are very simple examples, but I'm trying to show to you that you create your life. And the thoughts that you hold, the beliefs that you hold, actually determine what you then create and what you bring in to your experience, and what life gives back to you. So that's very much been kind of my journey. So I wanted to kind of talk about that today because I felt guided to do so. Um, I hope that what I've been sharing in the past and what I shared through these videos has helped you guys to some degree, that you found some value in it. And I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from from you, just in terms of like the feedback that you have, or if you have questions about me, or if you have questions about my experiences or my spiritual journey, or, other things that may help you to further your path. Um, I would love to be supportive if I can, in a way, anyway. And I have been feeling some guidance to start and create a website. I have been feeling it for a while. I've been getting the guidance for a while. I've been also getting the guidance to make these videos for a while, which I hadn't done. And then I did them, and they felt great. They felt in line with, who I am and what I wanted to do. Um, so I'm going to try to follow it. I don't know exactly when that will happen, what it will offer. I kind of have some idea actually, but I'm going to do it with guidance. And so I'm going to bring it through myself and let it come through me. And whatever wants to come through me will then guide me to create it. So if that does happen, I'll let you guys know and I'll post it here. But for the meantime, you can connect with me through leaving comments here. And if you have specific questions, just leave it in the comments and I'll message you and I can send you an email where you can send me your questions or anything that you'd like to ask. So we'll begin with the channeling today. And I'm curious myself to see what's going to come through. So I'll just start. And when I channel, I'm bringing through the deeper aspect of myself. I'm trying to connect to, and I connect to the universal aspect that we're all connected to, the universal aspect of myself. So I call this the divine self. Some people call it the higher self, the God self. It's essentially a part of you that lives in unity consciousness, that is all loving, that is blissful, that is non judgmental. I've found in my communication that the divine self is very knowledgeable. The knowledge that it offers is from a broader, much bigger perspective than the human mind can offer. And it actually, when I began to channel, I realized that even without channeling, I was receiving information and guidance, which was then correcting my human thoughts and changing me in a very profound way. So I'll bring this more directly through myself when I close my eyes and go deeper within. I hope you all enjoy what comes through. And yeah, we'll start now. So if you want to meditate with me, please close your eyes so that you can have a deeper experience as well. We'll begin now. Hello and welcome to the Conversations with Divine Self. The topic was given to the channel directly before she started communicating with you regarding today's message. We would like for you to understand that the vibrations and the thoughts and the beliefs that you carry within you determine the events of your life, determine what you can create, how effectively you can create. You are a creator. In each moment, you are creating. You create thoughts, you create emotional energy, you create the events of your life, not quite understanding how it is done. You are not a victim to your circumstances. You possess the power to change the course of any circumstance that you may be experiencing. Thoughts are vibration. Thoughts are vibration. Emotions are vibration. When you create a thought, most of the time, it is done without you being conscious that you are creating it. You create from the subconscious levels your patterns of conditioning, patterns of conditioned behaviors, pattern of conditioned thinking. Most of the time, these thoughts, they're automatic for this reason. The thoughts that the channel was speaking to you about are thoughts and energy, a vibrational energy implanted within the blueprint of the individual, of the soul being incarnated on earth. There is an experience that the soul wishes to have. And according to the desire of that soul, there are certain energies, a vibration that the soul is given and holds within itself. These are felt as beliefs and thoughts within the human psyche. Your thoughts are very powerful, for they confine you and limit you, or if your thoughts are correct and accurate and reflect the understanding of your soul, they offer you freedom to create that which you desire, that which you want. Thoughts direct your life. Thoughts create your experiences. So, we will help you to see the types of thoughts that you have and how you may correct them. Ask yourself what your deepest beliefs are about your life. Do you believe that you are supported? Do you believe that life is easy? Do you believe that life is suffering? Do you believe you can create that which you desire? Do you believe you are the human? Do you believe that death will be the end of things? What are your thoughts telling you about your life? If you believe that you are simply here for one lifetime and there is nothing beyond it, it is because your experiences reflect this understanding. And therefore, your thoughts will then reflect this understanding. There will be thoughts of, I need to gain more in this life. I need to experience more in this lifetime. For that's it. There is only one. Whereas if your belief system and your thoughts are, I am free, I exist, the body will come and go, like changing of clothes in different lifetimes. The body is a vehicle. The body will be and then will be no more, but the thoughts will always reflect the understanding of freedom because of this. The thoughts will always reflect your understanding. So when you believe when you believe that you are free and limitless and exist beyond this life, your thoughts will then reflect this, and you will think more in line with your divine self. Your thinking will transform, and your thoughts may be something like this: everything is okay. Every experience is okay, for I have plenty of time to experience. There is no time, for I do not die. If your thoughts are like this, you will feel freedom. Do you see the difference? Your thoughts and beliefs reflect an understanding. This channel, for example, had a question that she asked herself: what is death? At a very young age, she asked herself, what is death? And then she forgot about it, and she continued with her life. And one day, sitting in class, in math class, there was a quote on the board that said, energy cannot be created, energy cannot be destroyed, it can only change forms. And she knew that she was energy. She knew. And so her thoughts immediately was, that means I cannot die. For I cannot be created, I am energy. I cannot be destroyed, I am energy. I can only change forms. That means there is no death. That was her conclusion. And she was quite accurate. And then she had experiences to reflect this understanding. And it solidified the understanding and the belief even more. So an inquisitive mind led to life giving her the knowledge and an understanding, which then transformed her thinking, giving her further support of that experience and solidifying that information and knowledge further. And she built confidence in this knowledge. And behind it all was the belief, I will be supported in life. The universe supports me. This is what we would like for you to do. We would like for you to take on this belief. For if it's true for her, why can't it be true for you? The universe supports you. The universe wants to help you. The universe wants to give to you that which you desire, whatever you may desire. The universe wants to help you with your creations. Adopt that belief. Operate from that understanding. See what experiences come into your life. Every time you have an opposing thought, ignore it and replace it with a thought that says, no, the universe supports me. The universe will help me. And see what manifests. And when we say adopt this thought, we do not just mean say it in your mind, but be feeling the opposite feeling. What we mean is say it in your mind with the belief and the energy and the emotion of this belief, say to yourself, I am supported. I am supported by this universe. I am loved. And see how that transforms your experience. For remember, we have shared with you that you are the creator of your life, and what you want to create, you can bring into yourself. You can bring into yourself, you can bring and adopt any belief. You can create any belief. Why not create the ones that support you the best? That support you in the best way possible in your life. How is it helping you to think negatively? You do it as it is an automatic stream of thought. We're asking you to become aware of this automatic stream of thought and emotion. Leave it aside and choose consciously. Create consciously. Create with your desire. This belief that will be supportive. And from this belief, the thoughts that will be supportive. And the emotions that will be supportive. And in this way, you can more effectively create your life with greater ease. In this way, your thoughts are not fighting against you, against that which you want to create. In this way, when you create in this way, you are aligning to your divine self. You are aligning to the universe and creating with it, rather than believing that the universe is against you. Change your thoughts to reflect the understanding that the universe is supporting you. The universe is always supporting you. And you must discern if you are aligning with that support, with the positive stream of thoughts and emotions, or if you are aligning with the opposite. In every moment, are you aligning with your conditioned behavior, your conditioned pattern of thinking, your conditioned pattern of feeling emotions, or are you aligning with yourself as a creator that can bring into manifestation that which you desire? Be in the present moment. Practice in this way. Become aware of your thoughts and your patterns of behavior by observing yourself. Be in awareness, and then practice correcting those thoughts, bringing into yourself a different way of thinking, a different way of approaching life. And soon, life will begin to transform in front of your very eyes. You will begin to see how this universe truly is supporting you, even in the smallest of ways. For Source is always present with you, always here with you. And remember that you simply have to tune into it. Shift your focus Tune into it. Shift your focus, shift your thoughts and attention, and direct it to that which may be beneficial to you. You are the creator of your life. You are the creator of your own journey. The way that you think and what you believe about yourself and about life determines the course of your life, the events of your life, determines your experience. There is a saying that thoughts become things. It is quite true, but more accurately, we will say, thoughts become who you are and what your life is. So create healthier thoughts, healthier beliefs, and see your life be transformed from within yourself, from the inner to the outer. Change begins from within. And this is how to create your life and change the course of your life. We hope the knowledge and information we have shared will help you in your journey to create that which you desire, and will help you understand how your thoughts determine the course and events of your life. We will see you again for another channeling. Until then, many blessings, always love, love to all. Namaste. Okay, so I hope that knowledge and information was helpful to you all. When I channel, I feel that the information is being communicated to me through the non-physical senses. So I'm not hearing words. I was initially, but now I'm receiving things in vibration more so, and I'll know what to say about it. So it's transformed for me how I channel from when I initially began to now, and I'm sure it'll keep evolving. So if this interests you or you'd like to learn how to channel, I can share my journey more. If you have topics you would like for me to channel on, please send them my way. Please leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to look at them. And usually the topics, if you post questions, if people ask me questions, they will just, the higher self, the divine self will select, and the channeling will begin on that topic. So it comes through in a very natural way, but if you send them my way, then I can, kind of have them in my awareness. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please send them my way. You have any comments, please put them below. I love hearing from you guys, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this for you again. I do also have a podcast. If you're interested, you can check that out. It's uh, the same name, so Conversations with Divine Self. I hope you enjoyed what was shared today, and I hope with sincerity that it helps you in your life in some way. Thank you so much, and God bless. See you again.